What's up, players? So I know everyone that tunes into my channel, they tune in for the Evony content. Don't worry about it. I got Evony right here. You want to look at Evony? You just let me know, and I can alt tab. But okay. So they had the wildfires in Los Angeles, right? So Trump's been president for like 3 days or something. Already went out there. So he has a meeting. He has a meeting at a Los Angeles fire department with all the politicians and everyone that's in charge of that whole area and county, including the mayor and members of the various boards and council members and everything. And so, there's a bunch of clips floating around, but this is the full segment. It's actually worth listening to the full hour. I'm only gonna play I already got the timestamps. I'm only gonna play a couple of seconds in two different places, but I just want you guys to hear the overall gist. It's only gonna take like 30 seconds. Just bear with me. It is interesting to hear. Once you hear what this absolute moron says to Trump, it's completely ridiculous. Um, okay, so to tell you the situation real quick so you understand what's going on, California has this water diversion plan to protect a fish in Northern California. And they dump, Trump's talked about this multiple times, they dump hundreds of millions of gallons of water into the ocean that comes down from the north. And that's why it's so dry in all these counties throughout all of California. They've had wildfires for years, and they had no water in the pipes. Reservoirs dry. Could you imagine freaking 100-mile-per-hour winds, fires coming raging down the mountains and the valleys? You can see it. You're surrounded by pipes, no fucking water in them. Anyways, he talks for 14 minutes. He opens up the floor to everyone else want to say something, and the very first dude that responds, let's listen to what this fucking moron says. The first part of it makes sense, but I'll stop the video after he says the most ridiculous thing ever. Listen to this.
And the 250 years is going to be a very big deal. So we have the three biggest there are, and it was an honor to get. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have a statement to make, I'd love to have politically, if you'd like to make a statement. Brad, go ahead.
Mr. President?
Okay, I'll do
Mr. President, thank you for coming
Thank you, Brad.
to the 32nd Congressional District and
Thank you.
making feel. Most people don't have adequate insurance because they couldn't get it. So one company dropped 1,600 policies just in the last 6 months. We've got 16 times as much property damage here as from Hawaii. And I'm hoping that we get at least 16 times the federal appropriation for the CDBG program that helps people rebuild. And I know you've talked about policies of California that you're not a fan of, but I've been in Congress for 28 years.
Okay, this is it. Policies of California, the water diverting policy to California that has hindered the state. I mean, you're talking about so much water, like it's lowered the rainfall that naturally occurs from water precipitation over, many hundreds of square miles of all of California. It's contributed to the fires. Trump said repeatedly before he went there that he doesn't want that water diverted anymore. He wants that flowing down and filling up all their, reservoirs and drained lakes and all this stuff, right? Okay, listen to what this fucking guy says.
I really disagree with Louisiana on their abortion policy. I disagree with them on their campaign finance policy. I disagree with North Dakota on their gun policy.
So Trump disagrees with California with their water diversion policy that directly contribute to the fires. And this fucking guy is saying that he disagrees with Louisiana's abortion policy and XYZ policy. Okay, well, let's listen to the rest.
And I would never turn to somebody from Louisiana and say, you keep living on your cousin's couch, because we're not going to help you rebuild until Louisiana agrees with me on a woman's right to choose.
So he says he's not going to say to Louisiana if they have a natural disaster that we won't help you rebuild until something about abortion rights. How are abortion rights ever going to contribute to a fucking cause, be a main factor in causing a huge natural disaster? That's what Trump's talking about. This dude's talking about apples and oranges, like an absolute fucking moron. I'm surprised Trump doesn't hammer the guy for being an absolute fucking idiot. Like, Trump does a briefing, talks for 15 minutes. The mayor of Los Angeles is right here. Like, he's some representative in the Congress or some shit. He's been in the Congress for 30 years. He opens up saying that. Absolute fucking moron. Okay, now this is the real, whole purpose of why Trump went there. This he talks for like 15 seconds in this clip.
So I hope you can all get together and say, I'm so happy with the water that's going to be flowing down, because I just don't see anything. They talk about the Delta smelt, which is a fish that's this big, but it is really not, doesn't have to be protected because it's in other areas. It's in numerous other areas. So it doesn't have to be protected. The people of California have to be protected.
Mr. President.
So that's someone saying something short and sweet that makes sense. You guys want to listen to this fucking idiot again? This fucking absolutely fucking retarded. Like, it's the most retard strength level. Like, I had to make a video. This is going to be my only video of politics on my YouTube. I made like 220 Evony videos. Let's listen to this fucking moron again. This is this is so fucking typical Democrat, retard, professional. Like, it's so fucking jackass stupid.
Really disagree with Louisiana on their abortion policy. I disagree with them on their campaign finance policy. I disagree with North Dakota on their gun policy. And I would never turn to somebody from Louisiana and say, you keep living on your cousin's couch, because we're not going to help you rebuild until Louisiana agrees with me on a woman's right to choose.
You keep living on your cousin's couch. You're living on your cousin's couch because there was a natural disaster that burned your house down or flooded your house fucking down the river. He's not going to help you rebuild because he doesn't agree with a woman's right to choose or fucking gun rights. What the fuck does that have to do with causing a natural disaster? That's what Trump doesn't disagree with. Absolute fucking idiot. Like, that's typical Democrat mindset for you. Say absolute retarded shit to argue what you don't like. Like, the guy can't, like Trump says multiple times throughout this hour, like, you need water to fight fires. Like, no fucking shit, right? These guys don't get it. Thick, just 30 years in the Congress. That's what we fucking get. 30 fucking years. Imagine the stupid shit he's voted on and said during his career. Anyways, that's a wrap.